We are back again with the player ratings. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal and welcome to the player ratings for an unbelievable performance against Tottenham where we emerged 3-1 winners. Should have been 3-0, but 3-1 winners to make it back-to-back wins. That 3 wins in a row into the top 10 now. We were bottom of the table a couple of weeks ago, so really happy that you're top of the table now. So let me know who your man of the match was, and let's vote as we go on. Let's vote for the players. Let me know which kind of ratings you're giving these players. Obviously, we'll start with the goalkeeper, but very, very high ratings for today. In fact, if we even kept a clean sheet, it would have been higher than that. So make sure to smash the like button, and let's get straight into it. So if you haven't watched the match reaction, I'll link it up in the YouTube card right now. You can watch it afterwards. So let me know your man of the match. Before that, let's see what Tactical says. London is red. Come on, you Gunners. Cookie says man of the match is Ramsdale. Let's get started. Ramsdale. Now, this guy came under a lot of scrutiny when you signed him. I was not a fan of us splashing £35 million, but after I heard that it was going to be £24 million plus some add-ons later on, which we're going to add because now he's become our first choice goalkeeper. We are going to pay 30 million by the end of the day. I was like, 30 million pounds for Ramsdale? Surely he's coming to be your first choice goalkeeper. Let me tell you guys something. Leno is not a bad goalkeeper. I don't think Leno is a bad goalkeeper. In terms of shot stopping, those kind of stuff, he's very good. I think Leno is very good. But in terms of control, in terms of the long balls, in terms of the aerial balls, Ramsdale has been unbelievable in the 4 games I've seen him play. He's been unbelievable. Almost kept another clean sheet today. It's always so good to have 2 good goalkeepers. I think both of them are good. Obviously, Ramsdale is edging it right now. And for Leno's sake, obviously, he'd want to play in the World Cup next year. And luckily for him, it's going to be in December, not June. So I think he'll probably want to leave at the end of the season. I don't think it's good for him to be a bench player when the World Cup is coming up. The likes of Neuer about to retire, so Leno needs to get some game time. And we're not in the Europa League where you'd get an extra 15, 16 fixtures. No. So Ramsdale has been unbelievable in the performances he's made this season against Burnley. The aerial technique he has, the passing, comfortable in passing and stuff, rarely puts his players under pressure. He did once though, when we scored our second goal, he almost gave away the ball, but XHAKA kind of saved him. But he did well. I cannot complain. That save he made, my goodness, that save Ramsdale made from the Lucas Moura. I was shivering. If that goal went in, you do not trust Arsenal to stay positive, although these are different players from what we've had over the years. The last 5 minutes would have been nerve-wracking. But Ramsdale, for me, was fantastic. Let me just write what I'm going to give him here. Ramsdale was fantastic. The saves he made, the first half save, the save he made from a king shot, and then Tomiyasu cleared, and the way he was like hyping up his defenders, hugging Tomiyasu, the love is there in the squad. The love is there, and that is what I want to see. The love is there. Ramsdale was special. I don't think he was the best player today. I don't think Ramsdale was the best player today. Also, consider the goal. If he kept a clean sheet, it would have been a 9. I know Cookie said he's going to be his man of the match, but Ramsdale, for me, is going to get an 8. I'm going to give Ramsdale an 8. Would have been a 9 if he kept a clean sheet. Not his fault by any means at all. He made the saves he needed to. He passed the balls he needed to. He cleared the ball when he needed to. But I think there are a couple of players who are better than him today. So I'm going to give Ramsdale an 8. Unbelievable, though. Unbelievable. What a guy. What a guy. We've hit the jackpot there. Let's hope he can stay consistent for the rest of the season. Tomiyasu. Tommy Cafu Yasu. Tommy Trent Alexander-Arnold Yasu. Trent Kyle Walker, prime Kyle Walker Yasu. Prime Maicon from Brazil. Prime Tomiyasu. What an unbelievable player, man. I feel like crying. Where did this guy come from? Tomiyasu. After Burnley, this is what the fans did. The players and the manager do to him. They hugged him. They knew how special he was. And then people are like, it's only Burnley, it's only Norwich. Let's see how he does against Tottenham. How did he do against Tottenham? He absolutely bossed the likes of Son. He made Japan look better than South Korea on that wing. South Korea is better than Japan probably in football right now. But what Tomiyasu did to Son, he put Japan ahead of South Korea. That is what he did. if there's any brothers or any fans who, if you have a Japanese friend or South Korean friend, today Japan is ahead of South Korea. Japan is ahead of South Korea today. I do not care. Tomiyasu was unbelievable today yet again. There are a couple of things I always ask for from my fullbacks. Know when to go forward and know when to stay back. Positioning is very important, because the moment you push forward and then you lose the ball on the other side, you're in big trouble, because it's so easy for the opposition to hit the cross from that side. Tomiyasu knows when to position himself, where to position himself. He knows where to go forward. The kind of tackles he was making today, every time Ramsdale saved the ball, it was Tomiyasu who was there to clear. The hug he gave Ramsdale, he gets an extra point for that hug he gave Ramsdale. Just that he gets a point for that, an extra point. It's a definite improvement on what we had. Chambers, Bellerin. Listen, Bellerin was good back in his days with the pace, but Tomiyasu does not just have pace. He maybe does not have pace like Bellerin, but he has all the other factors and qualities I ask for. Know how to position yourself, know when to clear the ball, be good at tackling. The first 2 minutes, I saw Tomiyasu making 2 tackles. The first 2 minutes, he had already won the ball from Son. The first 2 minutes, Tomiyasu. I don't care. The best right back in the world, the best right back in the league. Tomiyasu for today. I know we considered a goal from his side. Not sure if it's going to be his fault, but I'm sorry, guys. I have to do this. Tomiyasu gets a 9 for me. Tomiyasu gets a 9. Unbelievable yet again. This is his first North London derby. I'm not sure how many rivalries Bologna has in Italy. It's not like an AC Milan versus Inter Milan or Lazio versus Roma, those kind of derbies they have there. But first North London derby against players like Son and Kane. I know Son scored, but Son and Kane players who only score 2 goals, 3 goals against us every single game. To have that energy throughout the game, clearing the ball, not afraid of passing the ball forward. Fantastic, man. Tomiyasu gets a 9 for me. Tomiyasu gets a 9 for me. The next one I'm going to rate is going to be the other fullback, Tierney. Now, I know since this guy came into our team, Tomiyasu, it's actually funny enough, kind of overtaken Tierney in the love, what's the word? The love measurement, basically. The love poll, Tomiyasu is slightly here and Tierney is slightly here, like just under him. Tierney obviously did not start the season well, but today he knew how to position himself. I saw him bombing forward a couple of times as well. We didn't see that against Burnley and Norwich. The crosses were better today. The fight was better today. It's not easy to come up against the likes of Lucas and Son, rotating and shuffling the positions. He did what he had to do, did not make the errors he made, like in terms of position there against City and against Chelsea. Not as good as Tomiyasu, not as good as Ramsdale. It's funny to say he was very good, but probably not one of the worst players on the pitch, not in that way, but there were like 7 better players than him today. But Tierney, I mean, if he kept a clean sheet, every one of those defenders would have gotten 8 and above. But since he didn't keep a clean sheet, I'm going to give Tierney this. Tierney is going to get a 7. He's going to get a 7 just because he lost that clean sheet. Not his fault at all, but Tierney is going to get a 7 for today. Let me know if I'm being harsh. Let me know if you'd given him an 8, but for me, Tierney gets a 7. Now, the 2 centre-backs, the 2 kings, the 2 centre-backs, Prime Toure and Prime Campbell, Prime Mertesacker and Koscielny, these 2 guys in the middle. That was Ben White's best performance in an Arsenal shirt. I'm expecting him to do even better next week because he's going to play against Brighton, his former team, at the Amex Stadium. But what an unbelievable performance today from Ben White. Although he almost gave away a penalty, I was so nervous. I actually thought that was a penalty, but a bit clumsy with that. But the rest of the game, the clearances, the headers, the long passes, what I told you guys about Ben White. Ben White is superb with the long passes. The long passes, like 3 times he picked out Saka and Aubameyang on the left side. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. If we can play like that with Gabriel throughout, if we can only be conceded 1 goal in 3 games, I'd absolutely love that. So Ben White today, best performance in an Arsenal shirt. Shout out to you. Let me know what you guys would give Ben White. For me, Ben White, I am going to give him the same as Tierney. I am going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. I really do think Ramsdale and Tomiyasu were better than them. So I think Ben White would have been a 7. If we kept a clean sheet, Tierney would have been an 8. White would have been an 8. this guy would probably have been a 10. I'm not joking. Tomiyasu would probably have been a 10, and Ramsdale would have been a 9. But since we lost the clean sheet, as I see Ramsdale talking to David Seaman on TV right now, man, what a guy. We've gotten a very good goalkeeper, and I'm very happy with that. So Ben White gets a 7. The next defender, before I come into your comments, the next defender obviously is Gabriel. Gabriel is like a new signing. The time we didn't have Gabriel against Brentford, against Chelsea, we struggled. I'm pretty sure, no disrespect to Pablo Mari, I know Lukaku is such a good player, but no way Lukaku would have dominated Gabriel like he did Pablo Mari. No way. No way Lukaku would have had 9 shots in that game. Absolutely no way. Gabriel, once again, absolutely immense. White is enjoying playing against him. I think Tierney even trusts him. I think he can push forward knowing Gabriel is next to him on that side. Gabriel, again, fantastic performance. It's going to get more than Tierney and Ben White, so I'm going to give Gabriel an 8 for today. I think he was no errors at all. Ben White almost gave away a penalty and stuff like that, but Gabriel was unbelievable. Gabriel, for me, gets an 8. So we are done with the defenders. Recap, Ramsdale gets an 8 for me. Tomiyasu gets a 9. Tierney, the other fullback, gets a 7. Ben White gets a 7. And Gabriel gets an 8. So make sure to smash the like button as we go into your comments before we go into the midfielders. Let's see. Cookie says Ramsdale 9. I loved the signing at the time. I actually preferred Sam Johnston from West Brom, but he's doing the job. People were critiquing him. I was one of the few to back him. He's proven the doubters wrong. A true Ghana. Southgate chooses your keepers wisely. Yeah, choose your keepers wisely. Yeah, I think England have so many goalkeepers. Pickford is okay at short stopping, but his kicking is all over the place, I think. So Ramsdale could actually take that position. 8 if he kept a clean sheet, man of the match. So Tactical says man of the match, Ramsdale. Cookie also says Tierney gets an 8, made one mistake early in the half. Don't remember it well. Obviously, yeah. This game, I cannot lie to you. I'm going to watch this game 5 times. This game, I am going to watch 5 times. I'm not going to kid you. This game is going to be watched 5 times, maybe even 6, 7, 8, or 10, something, or 11, like Tottenham's position. So, yeah, we are going to have to see how he does in the next game. But 8 is a bit high, I'd say. Tomiyasu, 9, some crosses going forward in the first few moments, but his performance was world-class, absolutely. That atmosphere at the Emirates was amazing. Yep, that's what happens. If you get an early goal, if you defend well, if you put in the pressure, if you win the second balls, the momentum will always be high. So let's go into the midfielders. Next up, let's talk about the midfielders. So who was the first midfielder? Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey. This guy is special. If he can stay fit, if Thomas Partey can stay fit, there's no doubt that you're going to finish in that top 6, because that's how much of a difference he makes. Elneny is good. He's a good guy. Elneny is good. No one at Arsenal hates Elneny. But does he have the qualities Partey has? Absolutely not. XHAKA, does he have the qualities Partey has? Not. Niles in that position, can he play like Partey? Absolutely not. Partey is special. He likes throwing a Partey, and when he does it, it's special. It's absolutely special. He knows when to go forward. The passes he makes are unbelievable. Like the passes that's cutting through Tottenham's midfield like this, like straight through the midfield, that is Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is the only guy who can do that. Also, when we scored our 3rd goal, when Kane slipped, it was Partey who took the ball away from him, and he gave a quick pass, and we were straight into their defense, and we got the 3rd goal. Simple as that. If you play quick football, do what you need to do like Thomas Partey does in midfield, he has stayed fit for 2 weeks. Thomas Partey usually doesn't pass 2 weeks, so I think keep praying, guys. Keep praying. I think the prayers are working. Thomas Partey is fit. Thomas Partey is fit. Unbelievable. So Thomas Partey absolutely enjoyed his performance once again. So for his performance today, what are we giving Thomas Partey? For me, I am going to give him this. In midfield, completed 90 minutes, Thomas Partey gets an 8 for me. Fantastic player. Absolutely fantastic player. Thomas Partey gets an 8. The next one is the guy most of you did not want to start, but I expected him to start because the North London Derby is more used to it than the other players like Lokonga. Chelsea last week, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. If you haven't watched my live watch along, link it up in the YouTube card right now. I always say about XHAKA, about Chelsea Tottenham last week. XHAKA is in my head already. XHAKA, we cannot get rid of him, can we? He literally just comes to your head from nowhere. Tottenham last week, they were doing very well against Chelsea in the first half. But the moment they brought in N'Golo Conte to play alongside Jorginho and Kovacic, they changed the game. They scored 3 goals. So Partey and XHAKA today, they won the midfield battle against them, against Højbjerg and Ndombele. And the second goal probably did come from XHAKA. Could have been a foul or not, but from his tackle on their player, we went on to score the second goal. So I cannot fault XHAKA at all today. Made one foul, he didn't get a yellow card. How many times do we say that? XHAKA today, he's going to get the same as the likes of TIERNEY. XHAKA gets a 7 for today. Unfortunately, he's now injured, so unfortunate for him. I really wanted us to keep our players fit for a longer time. I mean, this is the first time all our players are fit, and we scored 3 goals in the first 35 minutes against Tottenham. XHAKA gets a 7 for today. XHAKA gets a 7 for today. Next up, we are going to the unbelievable players, the absolutely unbelievable players. Who do we start with? You know, let's start with this one first. Let's start easy first. Let's start easy. Let's not go too overboard yet. This guy obviously scored against Tottenham last year. You'd remember that last time, earlier on this year, last season. The way he was dominating that midfield, like the space he was getting, I could not believe the kind of space they were giving him. Fantastic. And the decision making, man, So many times Ødegaard had the ball there, could have passed to the left, could have passed to the right, could have passed the ball to Aubameyang. Was this Arsenal we were watching, guys? This was so good. It was so good. I was smiling, like I was grinning from ear to ear. I was just enjoying myself. Ødegaard, the kind of passes he makes, like the pass he gives you, you don't even have to do much. All you have to do is just to turn and shoot. That's what you saw when he passed the ball to Saka. That's what you saw when he passed the ball to like the players like TIERNEY on the left. Fantastic again, fantastic performance. I'll put my hands up. I was one of those players or one of those players. In today's game, I would have loved to be a player though. Beating Tottenham, scoring 3 goals against them in the first half. They're really finished, aren't they? Tottenham are finished. 9 goals in 3 games. Tottenham Hotspur. Anyway, Ødegaard did the job for us. I was one of the fans who really wanted Maddison instead of Ødegaard, but against Burnley, he won us the game. Today, he could create. We created more chances than I've seen us create against these big teams in a while. So Ødegaard for today, what I'm going to give him, Ødegaard today, I am going to give him, I'm not going to give anyone below a 7, obviously. So Ødegaard is going to get a 7. Listen, could easily be an 8, but since he's not involved in goals or assists and stuff, Ødegaard will give the assist before the assist, basically. He's the one who'd give the pass to TIERNEY to Aubameyang goal, or he's the one who'd give the pass to Tomiyasu cross, Lacazette goal. Ødegaard would give the pass before the pass. But for today, he's going to get a 7. So those are the 3 midfield players. Partey gets an 8, XHAKA gets a 7, Ødegaard gets a 7 as well. So those are the midfielders. Let me know. Let me see what you guys are saying. Fasolo says, good evening. I'm doing very good. Believe me, I'm doing very good. Ødegaard gets a 9, and I'm giving him a 7. I'm going to stick to the 7. I know you guys, I'm going overboard. This ratings, don't worry. I have them saved for a couple of players. 10, an incredible performance, good passing, good movement, good control, good dribbling, good decision making. I don't know. He doesn't have to get a goal or assist, but if he got an assist, would have been an 8. Would have been an 8 for today. So I'm going to stick to the 7. But yeah, let's enjoy a picture from today. As always, let's enjoy a picture from today before we go into the forward players. Look at that. Look at how happy that makes me, man. How happy does that make you, man? Look at those players. Fantastic. Ødegaard, Smith Rowe, Sambi Lokonga. Is that Sambi Lokonga? Saka, Sambi Lokonga. Obviously, it's not Sambi Lokonga. It's Saka. It's the boss. And those are the 3 players we are coming to next. Saka, Aubameyang, and Smith Rowe. We are literally, Saka and Smith Rowe are special, man. I'd literally meet them today and I'd cry. And they just came to the first team the other day. Who do we start with? Saka or Smith Rowe, Aubameyang? You know what? Let's start with Saka. Let's start with the guy on screen right now. Let's start with Bukayo Saka. Unbelievable. He got a goal. He got an assist. He almost scored a second in the second half. Absolutely ripped apart their left back Reguilon. He had his way with him. he had his way with him. Bukayo Saka had his way with them. Absolutely fantastic. You know, Pepe could easily have started today instead of Saka. I've been crying for Saka to get rested, but these days we don't have midweek games. So I think that is actually a good thing for us. So Saka, the kind of goal he scored, that goal to pass through like 4 of their midfielders alongside Kane as well, making Kane look average. I think that captaincy from England should move from Kane to Saka. You should really consider it. Give that captaincy to Saka and take it off Kane. Saka is a better player than Kane right now. He is. You saw how Kane fell to the ground just to, salute Saka. He was on the floor as Saka was scoring the goal. Kane was on the floor when Saka was scoring the goal. Bow down to the king. Bow down to Chile. Bow down to Saka. Bow down to that guy. Bukayo Saka, bow down to him. Bukayo Rasclat Saka. Bukayo Saka. Give that captaincy to him. Give that captaincy to that guy on screen. Bukayo, take it out of Kane. Who the hell is Kane? When you have Bukayo Saka, you give Bukayo Saka the captaincy. Take it off Kane. What a performance. Saka for today, unbelievable, man. This guy won us the game against Chelsea last season. And he's still performing better than any other player. I'm so happy with this guy, man. He's had to go through a lot. Last season, in the Euros, he missed the penalty. I was very gutted for him. I wanted Italy to win, though, but I was very gutted that it was Saka missing the penalty. But for today's performance, getting a goal, getting an assist, you get a 9, Saka. You get a 9. The first 9, the second 9 of the day, alongside Tomiyasu. Spectacular. Playing from the right side as well. Absolutely dominating their left back. Who is Bukayo Saka? Bukayo Saka is the best right winger since Iron Robin. That's what Bukayo Saka is. Unbelievable player. We are giving Bukayo Saka a 9. Bukayo Saka gets a 9 for me. The next one, oh my days. Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe. Can we just smile? Can we just smile fast? Like, you know the way they do the minute of silence? You know the way they do the minute of silence? Let's just smile at Smith-Rowe. Just look at that and just smile for 5 seconds. Emil Smith-Rowe. Better than Dele Alli and Son put together. Emil Smith-Rowe. No, guys, I mean, smash the like button for Emil Smith-Rowe. Smash the like button if you like Smith-Rowe. Smash the like button if you love Smith-Rowe. What a performance, man. He scored within 10 minutes. I was almost screaming. How many goals has he scored this season already? Has he scored a goal this season? I don't even remember. Anyway, I don't care about those other games. Although, I have to say this, Wimbledon was harder than Tottenham. Wimbledon midweek was harder than this game against Tottenham. And why? Because North London will forever be red and Tottenham will forever be in our shadows as Emil Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka celebrate in their faces. That is what is going to happen. Smith-Rowe, I am sweating. I've never sweated like this in the player ratings, but I'm buzzing. That's how much I'm buzzing, man. 4 weeks ago, I thought Arsenal was finished. I thought Arsenal was dead. I thought we were finished, man. I thought we were never going to recover from what I saw, man. I thought we were never going to recover. Emil Smith-Rowe got the first goal. What a touch from AUBAMEYANG to give him the chance to cross back the ball to him. He also got an assist. Smith-Rowe got a goal, got 2 assists. Emil Smith-Rowe, the love of my life. Emil Smith-Rowe. You know what you're going to get, Emil Smith-Rowe? Can we get a drum roll? You know what? Let me see if I can do this for him. I've never even done this. Let's see. Emil Smith-Rowe. You know what you're going to give? Did you guys hear that cheer? Can it be heard? I don't care if it can be heard. Emil Smith-Rowe. You know what you get, Emil Smith-Rowe? You get a 10. You get a 10. I've had him being interviewed right now. Interviewed and he said this was the most special goal he scored, and you can see why. Tottenham Hotspurs at home, the fans singing to him, giving Arsenal the lead. What a player. Emil Smith-Rowe gets a 10. Emil Smith-Rowe gets a 10, absolutely gets a 10. What a player, absolutely love him forever. If he can play like that alongside Odegaard, fantastic. Smith-Rowe gets a 10. one of the best players today. The best player today, one of the best players today. Smith Rowe's the best player today. Gets a 10. Next up, the guy I never give up on. I never ever give up on this guy. He is in my FPL team. That is how much I love him. Aubameyang. Over the years, over the weeks, over the months, Aubameyang doesn't get involved. Lacazette is better than Aubameyang. Let's buy Watkins, sell Aubameyang. Why did you give Aubameyang 300k or however much is getting paid per week? Aubameyang only cares about cars. Aubameyang does this. Aubameyang does that. I'll tell you what Aubameyang does. Can I tell you what Aubameyang does? Aubameyang scores goals against Tottenham Hotspurs. That is what Aubameyang does. Look at him. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the best African striker the Premier League has ever seen. Who is Drogba? Who is Eto'o? Who is Yakubu? I do not care about them. Aubameyang is the best striker the Premier League has ever seen. Fantastic. That is a captain's performance. That is a captain's performance. Aubameyang was spectacular. You know who Aubameyang reminded me of? That guy on screen, Thierry Henry. I think Thierry Henry is actually telling the guys there, I'm worried about my legacy if Aubameyang is scoring like this. If Aubameyang is performing like this, I'm worried about my legacy. He's even taking my celebration. Bonjour, comment ça va, Thierry Henry? La Miena. Thierry Henry, la bonjour, Paris. Ha! Thierry Henry is worried about his legacy because Aubameyang was super fantastic today. That's how fantastic Aubameyang was today. His best performance in a while. That's Aubameyang's best performance in a while. I don't know how many points got me in FPL, but he was fantastic. The touch to Smith Rowe. The touch to Smith Rowe, man, that should be rated above 18. That should not be legal for people under 18. That Aubameyang touch should not be legal to kids under 18. If you're 18 and you're watching this, please come back after Aubameyang's rating, because that Aubameyang touch to Smith Rowe, that should not be rated anything under 18, maybe even 21, like in the club. Aubameyang, fantastic today. What am I going to give Aubameyang today? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Should I give him like SAKA 9? I mean, he scored a goal. He scored a goal. He scored a goal, a very, very good goal. It was not the tapping you were talking about. You know, when he scored this goal, let me show you. When Aubameyang scored, where is it? When Aubameyang scored this goal against, if I can find it, against Norwich, where the hell is that goal? I cannot find it. There are so many good pictures. I mean, I'm coming across so many good pictures like this one. This makes me feel so good, by the way. This makes me feel so good. If you can perform like that, no one will ever be ARTETA out. No one will ever be ARTETA out. Anyway, you get the, I've got it finally. This goal against Norwich, Aubameyang scored this goal against Norwich, the tap-in. You can see how close he is to the post. That's because it was literally a tap-in. If you can score goals like the way we did today, he basically created that second goal for himself. I think SAKA and Smith Rowe are better. I think this is Aubameyang's best performance of the season. If I was giving halves, I would have given him an 8.5. But since I think SAKA and Smith Rowe are better, I'm going to give Aubameyang. Is that fair? Or should we give him a 9? I'm going to give him an 8. An 8? I am going to give him an 8, but he was superb. He was amongst the top 4 players today, alongside Tomiyasu, SAKA, Smith Rowe. And then, you know, I have to give him an 8 because I can't give him above RAMSDALE, and I can't give him on par with SAKA because SAKA was unbelievable and RAMSDALE was great as well. So Aubameyang is going to get an 8 for today. Those are my ratings for those players. Those are my ratings for the players. Tactical says Aubameyang amazing goal in beautiful link up play 9. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. If you're giving him a 9, I'm not going to say no. That is spectacular performance, best this season. Obviously scored a hat-trick against West Brom. I would have said this is that was just West Brom, but I think West Brom is better than Tottenham. I really do. Those guys down the road thinking they're better than Arsenal. What color is North London? Red. The Obertouch had the same pass like the Jack Wilshere goal. Yeah, the one for Giroud and Jack Wilshere. Yep. Cookie, the women are 3-0 up. I mean, Arsenal is back. Let's just say the whole Arsenal is back. The youngsters are playing fantastic. Aubameyang is back. Ben White is back. All our players are fit. All our players are back. Everyone is back. We are now doing watch-alongs on the channel. Everything is great. Make sure to smash the like button before we go into the players on the bench. Fantastic. Who should be England captain, White, Ramsdale, or Saka? I mean, you can even say Chambers and Holding. I think they're better than Kane. I really do. But I think you should give Saka captaincy and give Ramsdale the vice captaincy. I think that's how good they are. Benjamin says Thomas is something else. You know, since you say that, Benjamin, let's just take a minute to admire Thomas Partey. Let's take a minute to admire Thomas Partey. Look at him. Look at Kane and look at Thomas Partey. Look at the levels. Look, he cannot handle him. Absolutely cannot handle him. Thomas Partey, having a Partey in Kane's expense. Fantastic. Who came from the bench? Remind me, I don't even know who the hell came from the bench. Who the hell came from the bench? Cookie says Aubameyang gets a 10. He deserves a 9, but I'm going to give him a 10 because I'm giving the other 3 attackers 10 and I'd feel bad. Let's go to the players on the bench. Before that, make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed that win, and make sure to, what else? To subscribe and support the channel by becoming a member of the channel. I'll really appreciate it. Whew, let's breathe. Let's go again. The players from the bench. I'm telling you, the players from the bench are going to get higher ratings than Harry Kane. Don't play around with me. Do not care if you came in the 80th minute, giving us 5 minutes so that you can concede 2 goals. Go to hell, referee. Who came from the bench? Who's the first player to come from the bench? Lokonga? It was Lokonga. It was Albert Sambi Lokonga. Better than Højbjerg Lokonga. Albert Sambi Lokonga. I cannot say his name. I cannot just say one name. I have to say Albert Sambi Lokonga, because that is the best name we've had in our team since Niklas Bentner. Maybe. Lokonga, Albert Sambi Lokonga. How long was he on for? I mean, I think we consider. No, he was not on the pitch when we conceded. We did not concede while he was on the pitch, so I cannot give him as high as everyone else who started. So Lokonga for today, I'm going to give you a 6, Lokonga. I'm going to give you a 6. I can't give you a 7 because I think the likes of ØDEGAARD are better than you. But that is because he came from the bench. I'm sure if you started this game, you'd have put Harry Kane in your pocket like everyone else would. Lokonga gets a 6 for today. Fantastic. Lokonga gets a 6 for today. I can see XX Tactical laughing at Kane's performance. I mean, I don't think we're supposed to laugh at it. I think we're supposed to cry. That's how bad it was. Like, every England fan, I think you're supposed to cry at that performance from Harry Kane. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. How he scored 11 goals against us. I think it is going to remain at 11. With Ben White and Gabriel at Arsenal right now, you'll never score again against Arsenal. Harry Kane, or Harry in Gabriel's pocket Kane. Harry Kane should not be England's captain. Give that to Bukayo Saka. Who was the next player to come on? Tavares. Tavares was the next player to come on. Tavares was the next player to come on. What are we giving Tavares? He was on for 3 minutes, but still better than Dele Alli. So Tavares for today, listen, I'm not going to give anyone below a 6. I do not care if you're on the pitch for 30 seconds. You are going to get a 6. Tavares gets a 6. Maitland-Niles came on as well. I saw him body checking someone. That is enough to give him a 7. Maitland-Niles gets a 6 as well. All my subs get a 6. Lokonga gets a 6. Tavares gets a 6. And Maitland-Niles gets a 6. That's my player ratings for the players. Who is the next one? Yeah, it's him, Mikel Arteta. Yeah. After the Man City game, I was fearing for him. Can I just be honest with you? I've never been Arteta out. I've been Arteta in before. I might not be Arteta in right now, but I've never been Arteta out. And when I see that, I feel like crying. Tears of joy. Look at how fantastic that is. Look at how great that is. Look at how great that is. Mikel Arteta against Tottenham, masterclass against, what's his name? Nuno Espirito Santo. He was not even the best Nuno on the pitch. That was Nuno Tavares. Nuno Espirito Santo was not even the best Nuno on the pitch, and Tavares was on the pitch for 3 minutes. Mikel Arteta, what a performance. If you can, I mean, to be honest, to be fair to him, they did say we had a lot of injuries, and that is why we did not lose, or we did not win games. But since the injuries, since everyone came back, we've won all our games. We've won all of our games. Tottenham have lost all of them. Mikel Arteta for today. What are we going to give Mikel Arteta? Mikel Arteta for today. Very good starting lineup. Very brave, very bold to take out Pepe and start with SAKA and Smith with the young guns. Very bold to drop Leno from such a big game. I know he's not started the last 2 games. I know he's gone for who else? RAMSDALE. A win against Tottenham, 3 back-to-back wins. Arsenal is in the top 10. Arsenal Football Club is in the top 10. Arsenal is back in the top 10. You have to reach the top 10 to win the league. You first have to get to the top 10 to win the league. So we're almost there. You first have to get into the top 10. Mikel Arteta, I think the subs, you waited a bit too long. I would have made the subs in the 60th minute. I don't care though. You are going to get a 9. Mikel Arteta gets a 9. 3 wins in a row. The kind of pressure we were under a lot of pressure. He needed these wins and he's gotten those 3 wins. Mikel Arteta gets a 9. 9 for today. Those are the player ratings. I've never been this passionate in the player ratings. Benjamin says Arteta knows what derby is all about. He has played a lot in his career, yeah? He played Rangers against Celtic. He played PSG in France. He played Everton against Liverpool. He played Arsenal against Tottenham, Arsenal against Chelsea. He's played a lot in his career. He knows what it means. Cookie says Arteta 10, perfect lineup except XHAKA, which turned out to be the right decision. Subs were made at the right time. Probably would have gone earlier. Arteta in, and after our first 3, didn't think I'd say that. Our next fixtures are really good. So I think we are very capable of making it 5 wins in a row, 6 wins in a row. HJ90, hi man, he says Ramsdale has proved us wrong. He has. He's better than Buffon, I have to say. He's better than prime Buffon. He's Dida, he's Casillas and Victor Valdez put together. He makes Van der Sar worry about his legacy. Ramsdale, what Ramsdale does is he makes David Seaman look like the second best Arsenal goalkeeper ever. What Ramsdale does for Arsenal, Ramsdale makes every one of us look very, very damn and wrong. What Ramsdale does is keep out shots. That is what Ramsdale does for a living, keep out shots. What do you do for a living, Ramsdale? Do you play football? No, I just keep out shots. And if you do that for Arsenal, if you save the shots against Tottenham Hotspurs, you are a better goalkeeper than Peter Cech at Chelsea. You are a better goalkeeper than Brad Friedel at Aston Villa. You are a better goalkeeper than Dida at AC Milan. You are a better goalkeeper than Julio Cesar at Inter Milan. You are a better goalkeeper than Buffon 2006 World Cup with Italy. That is what Ramsdale is. Ramsdale is fantastic. But I still gave him an 8. You know why I gave him an 8? Because this player here, Smith Rowe, is fantastic, and that is my man of the match. Emil Smith Rowe gets a 10. 1 assist, 2 clean sheets, unbelievable. The best player in the team today, fantastic. That pass from Aubameyang, man, that pass from Aubameyang was fantastic. And that cross with his left foot. I do not care whether Smith Rowe plays on the left or on the right. I've always said this. He's special. He's a special player. And in case any Tottenham fans watch this back, let's just put this for them on screen. Emil Smith Rowe. Emil better than Dele Alli Smith Rowe. He actually did the nice knee slide from Aubameyang and Thierry Henry. Man, I am buzzing. Those I feel calm when Ramsdale has the ball at his feet. Yep. Cookie says, to be honest, I wanted Onana, but when we get Ramsdale, I was really pleased. A true gunner, Ramsdale better than Martinez. I mean, he did keep a clean sheet against United, though. I did enjoy that. Buffon is a stretch. No. I think Buffon is even underestimating Ramsdale. I was trying to look for a better goalkeeper than Buffon. A better goalkeeper than Buffon? You guessed it, Ramsdale. Let's go, man. 3-1 victory against Tottenham. We've done it. Very, very great win. We are buzzing. Thierry Henry is buzzing. Daniel Echo's buzzing. We are all buzzing. Smith Rowe, man of the match. Let's go, Arsenal. Let's go. Let me know your man of the match before we end it. Let me know your man of the match before we end it. Let me know who your man of the match was. I've seen Ramsdale. I've seen Smith Rowe. I've seen someone saying Saka. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Hey, when Leno had the ball at his feet, it was always uncomfortable. Listen, that's the only thing wrong with Leno. I think he's a fantastic shot stopper, though. If you have two good goalkeepers, it's great. But I don't think we'll have both of them because the World Cup is next year. I'm expecting him to leave for first team opportunities. With the ball, maybe we can get into the Champions League and one of them can be playing in the Champions League and the other the league. Fantastic. Please do me a favor, smash the like button for Arsenal. If you're watching on Facebook, smash the like button, like the video. No, seriously, I'll stay here until you like the video. On YouTube, smash the like on the video as well. Fantastic, fantastic. I can see a few people on Facebook saying Saka, Smith-Rowe. Listen, all of them are fantastic. Can we do a quick recap before we end it? Let's do a quick recap. Ramsdale gets an 8. Tomiyasu gets a 9. TIERNEY gets a 7. White gets a 7. Gabriel gets an 8. PARTEY gets an 8. XHAKA gets a 7. ØDEGAARD gets a 7. Just about going into an 8. SAKA gets a 9. Smith-Rowe gets a 10. AUBAMEYANG gets an 8, just about going into a 9. LOKONGA gets a 6. TAVARES gets a 6. NILES gets a 6. And Mikel Arteta gets a 9. And you know what you get, Hurricane? You know what you get, Hurricane? You know what you get, Hurricane? That's what you get, Hurricane. You get a 0. You get zeros. That's what you get, zeros. And what color is North London? What color? Let me just put this in the chat. What color is North London? 4-0 to the women. I mean, Arsenal is back. North London is red. That is going to be the final comment before we end it. North London is red. Can I get reds in the chat? Can I get a lot of reds in the chat? Benjamin says it is actually very difficult to pick a man of the match today because there are a lot of great performances. I'd say yeah, but I'm going to give it to Smith-Rowe because of the 2 assists and the goal. He's going to edge a bit. And that run for Aubameyang's cross, fantastic. It's more red than Spurs' last 3 games. I mean, what can we say? What can we say? Ramsdale, man of the match, but Saka, Emil, Aubameyang, Tommy, and really everyone else was incredible. I can't believe you didn't mention who. Oh, you mentioned him. You mentioned Ramsdale first. I'm so confused. North London is red. That is what North London is. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at everything49afc, on Twitter scrolling down the bottom at Glen Kightley, also on Twitter at everything49afc. I'll be posting the best parts from this player ratings, probably the best player ratings I've done because it was a big win. It was a good victory. Let's go, you Arsenal. Let's freaking go. 3-1 win against Tottenham, putting them below us where they deserve to be. Who the hell are Tottenham Hotspurs? Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe. And I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.